Welcome to Mosquito Baseball here on Baby Blue Memories. The Yellow Mosquito Warhawks playing host to Ste Martine. Ste Martine in the blue. Their first to bat, Ocean Barbeau takes a ball low from Ronan Daibo, the starting pitcher for today's game. 1-0 count to Barbeau. Beautiful, mild 18-degree weather here in Kahnawake. 6:38 p.m. the first pitch, and there's another ball to Barbeau. 2-0 the count on the leadoff hitter for Ste Martine. Here's the pitch. It's going to be 3-0 now, as Daibo has not hit the plate on his first three pitches. This Warhawks team, second place in the league overall. The top three teams actually in this league are Kahnawake-based teams. Here's the pitch, strike one. Nice little change up there from Daibo. Fooled Barbeau. And the one thing I was always told was never swing on a 3-0 pitch. Alex McCumber, you got that forever remembered in my mind. Here's the pitch. See, that's the fourth ball. So what they're going to have Barbeau do instead is hit the ball off the tee, since that was 4 balls. Remember, these are not the oldest kids. Here's the pitch, the windup. Here's the shot by Barbeau, grounded back to the pitcher Daibo. Daibo throws the first, and the force is out. 1 down. Nice play over to the first baseman. We're going to get a name for you on the first baseman. Ronan Daibo, by the way, as mentioned, the starting pitcher. This is baseball here on Baby Blue Memories. We have Chi Daibo playing first base, as the pitch is low. 1-0 the count. Ronan Daibo winds up, delivers to the plate, skied foul right into the Ste Martine dugout. Even count, 1-1. Top of the first inning. The windup and the pitch. Behind the batter, 2-1. No score, 1 out here in the top of the first on our coverage of Kahnawake minor baseball here on Baby Blue Memories. The windup and the pitch, and that's going to fall short of the plate. 3-1 the count on Gabriel Beauchemin, number 12. So I believe the count's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit towards first, and that'll get through, a base hit. And now that'll go right into left field. They throw it back into the infield, trying to make the play. But now heading towards third and running home is Beauchemin. Not going to get him. Inside the park home run, Gabriel Beauchemin. And it is 1-0 for Ste Martine. That is the first run of the game. 1-0 advantage Ste Martine. And here's Benjamin Bove stepping into the plate. Takes strike one on the inside corner. Good pitch from Ronan Daibo. Going to have to somewhat recover. I mean, it's always difficult to give up the first run, especially on what could have been a routine single. Well, I don't know if there's anything called a routine single in baseball terms. You know, and you never want to give up a hit. 1-1 count to Benjamin Bova, winding up from the left-hand side of the plate. Has like a Craig Counsell-esque kind of batting stance. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 2-1. This coverage of Baby Blue Memories presentation of Kahnawake minor baseball, brought to you by George Robertson, assistant manager of the Yellow Mosquito Warhawks, and we really thank him for being able to help us bring you this coverage of the game. It's 3-1 now, the count on Benjamin Bova, the number 3 hitter. 1-0 Ste Martine leading here in the top of the first. The 3-1 from Daibo. The pitch in the dirt. I believe it's actually a full count now. Sorry, check that. 3-2. Brandon Bordeaux, Emmett Hamlin bringing you live coverage of this game. There's a strike. I don't think Bova believed it. Check that, it was 3-1, now it's 3-2, so a full count to Benjamin Bova. The pitch from Daibo. Strike 3! Fans, Bova 2 down. Good pitch there from Ronan Daibo. He's got his first strikeout of the game. 1-0 lead for Ste Martine as Zach Boussier comes up to the plate, hitting from the right side. Here's the pitch from Daibo. Inside, 1-0. The windup. And the pitch is in the dirt again. 2-0 the count. So Zach Boussier, the number 4 hitter. 1-0 score advantage, Ste Martine in the blues with a white trim. Here's the pitch from Daibo. I believe that's a ball. 3-0 the count. Two down here in the top of the first. The 3-0 pitch. And watch out, Zach. He almost got too much of an up close and personal view with the baseball. So now what they're going to do is have Boussier hit off the tee. So the infield and the outfielders for the Warhawks better be set here. Here he goes. Boussier winds up, or gets set to line up. This must be a lot of fun. I never played baseball at this level where you don't get to take your base for free. You got to earn it. And it's swung and driven, and that'll drop in. It's a base hit. Boussier heading around first, getting to second base. Thrown in. Kahnawake throws it back to the pitcher's mound. They're going to go for it. Boussier goes for it, and he gets it around and scores. Inside the park, home run, 2-0 Ste Martine. We're still on the top of the first. And now coming up to hit is Will Tremblay, number 14. The pitch from Daibo. Low, it's a ball. Bocephus, Diabus, Chi Daibo, Ronan Daibo, the top 3 set the hit for the Warhawks in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Just a beautiful day for a baseball game. Not too hot. See, this is the beauty of outdoor baseball stadiums, folks. Even though I miss the Montreal Expos for a lot, as Tremblay takes the ball 2-1. I think it's safe to say everyone misses the Expos. I was talking with my cameraman before the game, mentioning just how much of a fond memory I had of watching games at the Big O as the pitch is in the dirt, 3-1. When they get to 4 pitches in this league, they won't take their base. What happens is that the batters bat off the tee, and that will be the 4th ball, so they get the tee out. 2-0 Ste Martine, 2 outs, and it's time for Tremblay to step up to try and take a swipe of this ball right off the tee. Driven into opposite field, and that'll fall. It's a base hit. Rodrigo Stacy has to give chase to it. Thrown. Kahnawake grabs possession, throws it to third. He's out! He's out at third! What a throw by Deere! And that'll do it. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. At the end of half an inning, our score is Ste Martine 2, the Yellow Mosquito Warhawks coming up to bat. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 Ste Martine. The first batter for the Warhawks. Bocephus Diabus, and he swings and misses at the first pitch from Will Tremblay. As an inside the park home run in this game. Has an opportunity to keep that lead at 2-0, which his team has here in the bottom of the first. The pitch to Josephus. Outside, 1-1. Hard to believe, but the top 3 teams in this league are all teams from Kahnawake. Here's the pitch to Josephus Diabus. He swings, fouls it off, and the umpire nearly got whacked in the mask there. It's 1-2. What did you know about this? This is the beauty of outdoors. We just got mosquito spray given to us because the bugs are getting a little bad out here. There's the 1-2. Grounded into the dirt, and that'll get through and go right back to the center field area. Watch out. Diabus heading into second. Going for third. He's going to have to hurry. Oh, Josephus is going to run around. Josephus is going to score. And the Warhawks are on the board. It's an inside the park homer. That's what you call getting back into the game. 2-1. First batter of the game for the Warhawks. Comes around and goes all the way. What about that? Three batters, 3 hits in this game. 3 inside the park home runs. It's the first pitch here is outside to T. Daibo, number 10. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Daibo. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Sorry about this, folks. We're gonna have to take a quick pause for the cons to give my cameraman Emmett Hamilton some mosquito spray. This probably looks really funny to some people in the stand seeing me rub mosquito spray all over this guy. That's what you call a dynamic team. Now I'll go to Kathleen, the sister of our sponsor George Robertson, for giving us the bug spray. And there's a pitch and a strike called on T. Daibo, the number 2 hitter. 2-2 the count. Will Tremblay, the pitcher for Ste Martine. Not all heroes wear capes. It's getting a little overcast, and look out! Yep. Sails over the head of T. Daibo. 3-2 the count. There we go, getting some bug spray on Emmett's legs now. Only on the res would this happen. The 3-2 pitch. Down. No, it's strike 3. Strike 3, 1 down on that T. Daibo. He goes down looking. 1 away, and here comes the pitcher, Ronan Daibo. 2-1 Ste Martine, bottom of the first here on Baby Blue Memories. The third hitter is the pitcher, Ronan Daibo. The pitch to Daibo is outside and in the dirt, 1-0. Sorry, Emmett. Oh, my. This is something you'd see only on the res. 1-0. Whoa! 2-0. I hate making those noises. I sound like I'm somebody in the peanut gallery. There's a 2-0 pitch coming up to Ronan Daibo, the number 3 hitter. On deck is Marcus Daibo. There's a pitch. Swung and fouled off. 2-1. Bottom of the first inning. There's these Yellow Warhawks. Second place in the league right now. The pitch. Slide into shallow center field. It'll drop. It's a base hit. And Ronan Daibo is on first base with a single. And now Marcus Daibo, the cleanup hitter, coming up to bat for the Warhawks. Runner on first, and Rihanna Diabus is on deck. Here's Marcus Daibo, the left-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch. Christine, if you're watching this later, sorry, but this is the reason why I came home smelling like bug spray. Just a message to the future. 1-0 pitch. Inside 2-0 the count. One of the Ste Martine players actually... Oh! The catcher for Ste Martine tried to throw it back to the pitcher and actually plunked Marcus Daibo in the noggin. Does he get to take his base for that? I'm not too sure. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Hit to the third base side, retrieved by the shortstop, and that'll bounce free and get into center field. Heading for third is Ronan Daibo. He'll get there, and Marcus Daibo's on first with a single. And now Rihanna Daibo comes to the batter's box with runners on the corners and only 1 out. Her team down by a score of 2-1. So let's see. We have an injury on the plates on Ste Martine. Get a number. It looks like Zach Boussier is limping and will actually be carried off the field. So Boussier is out. And coming in for Zach Boussier, don't have a number. Kid also doesn't have a hat. I thought that was mandatory in baseball. Gotta have a hat. Never know what that darn son could do. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch to Daibo. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. The player coming on is Benjamin Bove, 21, playing temporarily at least playing shortstop as we have the injury substitution. There's a pitch to Daibo. Walk out. Goes behind her. Oh, she got plunked. She got plunked. So the bases are now loaded as Rihanna Daibo gets plunked in the back, and Cruz Robertson comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. His team down 2-1. Big chance for this guy right now to hopefully add some runs to that board. It's 2-1 in favor of Ste Martine. The first pitch outside. It's a ball 1-0 to Robertson. I was told always try to hit the ball as deep as you can, because even a home run, even if it's caught, it means it's a run for your team. The old sacrifice fly, undoubtedly the most exciting play in baseball. Not. Here's the pitch. Inside on Robertson, 2-0. Cruz Robertson hitting right. The windup and the pitch is in the dirt. 3-0. And well, the pitcher Tremblay is going to have to try and get this one over the plate. If not, Robertson will get a free swipe at the T-ball stand. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. Bases juiced. 1 out. 2-1 Ste Martine leading, but the Warhawks threatening to at least tie the game. 3-1 pitch to Cruz Robertson on the way from Boussier, or from Tremblay, sorry. That's in there as well, strike 2. So this is what you dream about, kids. Except it's the bottom of the 9th inning, usually not the bottom of the 1st. 2-1, full count, bases loaded. I guess the only thing more climactic would be 2 outs, but there's 1 out. Here's a 3-2. The full count pitch to Cruz Robertson is on the way right now from Tremblay. The pitch. Grounded into the dirt. They are going to throw the first. No, it's going to be dropped. Robertson safe at first. 2 runs across the plate. And heading into third base is Daibo, Rihanna Daibo. She advances to third. Cruz Robertson reaches first, scoring 2 runs. And 2 runs driven in. And that'll make it 3-2. And I think that'll do it. Mercy Rule, 3 runs per inning, so we'll head into the top of the second. Our score is 3-2 Kahnawake Warhawks here in Mosquito B action. 3-2 Kahnawake. 3-2 Kahnawake, top second here on Baby Blue Memories. The Mosquito Warhawks, the yellow team, facing Ste Martine. Xavier Mallet steps into the batter's box. On the mound is Ronan Daibo, gave up 2 runs in the first. They play 6 innings here at this level. This pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. They play 6 innings. It's 3 runs per inning, but the last inning is the inning where it's open, so he can score as many runs as he please, or if he can, as he can. Here's the pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Of course, the Warhawks, this Warhawks team in particular was supposed to play tomorrow, but their game in Mercy has been postponed. There's a pitch outside, 3-1. Some controversial remarks made at the end of the Mercier Purple Warhawks game earlier this week. There's strike 2. Full count now to Xavier Mallet. You know, Terry Stacy, the manager here of Kahnawake Minor Baseball, president, as we have a pitch that is called strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Ronan Daibo. In speaking with manager Terry Stacy, president of Kahnawake Minor Baseball, he mentioned that this is only the second time it's happened in the 5 years. Obviously, it might be, probably 2 times too many. But the first time it was dealt accordingly, and Stacy said that he is confident that the Sherwa Baseball Association will look at these, will take action seriously and fairly. The 1-0 pitch, strike 1. Nice pitch there by Ronan Daibo to Olivier Montpetit. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That drops in. No strike given though, 2-1. I guess it was just a little high when it crossed the plate. Nice pitch though. Should be tempting to go for that one if you're Ste Martine. And the pitch is in the dirt to Montpetit, so it's 3-1 now. 1 down, top of the second inning. Mosquito Warhawks, the yellow Mosquito Warhawks in front of Ste Martine, 3-2. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be outside, so 4 balls. And this means that Montpetit will have a chance to swing at the T-ball stick. Remember, Ste Martine got one of their runs earlier off of this. It was an inside the park home run off of the T-ball stick. Here's the windup by Montpetit at the plate. He swings and hits it into right field. That'll be a base hit. Cruz Robertson stops it. He has to throw it. And that'll be a double for Olivier Montpetit. So that makes it 3-2 with a runner on second, 1 down, and here's Nathan Dubuc at the plate. Daibo sets, delivers, and here's the pitch up high, ball 1. It's starting to cool down a little bit here at Maddie's Park. I have to say this is probably the first time I've ever witnessed a ball game here. Fantastic place to see a ball game. Oh, the pitch is swung at by Dubuc. It looked like it was gonna hit the dirt, but maybe he plays golf in his spare time. Try to give it the old sandwich off the ground. Here's the pitch. Outside and then down low, 2-1 the count to Nathan Dubuc. Runner on second, 1 out. 3-2 Mosquito Warhawks in front. And Emmett and I were talking before the game about how scared we were that the sun may play a factor here, but the clouds have largely overcome it. And as long as the rain holds off, we're in for a nice evening of baseball. Top of the second. Again, they play 6 innings at this level. 3-1 pitch on the way from Daibo. That's in there. Strike 2. Ronan Daibo has already struck out 2 batters. The windup, the pitch. He's not going to get the call that time, so Dubuc will have the opportunity to swing. Oh! Oh, I thought he called it a strike. I thought it was a late strike, but... So now Dubuc will have the opportunity to swing at the ball while it's elevated up on the T-ball stick. Here's a shot. Oh, I don't think the Warhawks are going to get him. The ball thrown into the dirt. I'm very surprised, actually, that Dubuc did not go to second base on that play, but it's a single. It'll go into the books as a single. Think of that situation, the shortstop there, Diabus, was a little confused. Thought maybe she had a runner coming in at second. It's always tough, as there's a pitch and a swing and a miss from Alexis Baronet, number 5. It's always tough when you have that runner on second base and there's 1 out. You're always thinking that there's a runner on first that should be coming to second base. Believe me, that happened to me quite a few times. Here's a pitch and a strike 2. As Baronet tried to spike it circa volleyball style. 0-2 now the count on Alexis Baronet, number 5. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 3, isn't it? That's strike 3. 3rd strikeout of the game for Ronan Daibo. And Ste Martine's batter is not at the plate. Tell you what, this goes so much quicker than an actual Major League Baseball game. I love it. The pace is just so much quicker. As Zachary Baronet comes in now, number 4, 2 outs. Runners on first and third for the Ste Martine squad as the pitch is low in the dirt. One old pitch from Daibo. The windup and the toss. Up high 2-0. Xavier Hebert is on deck for Ste Martine. Pitch is in the dirt. Remember, 4 balls at this level won't get you a free pass. Getting hit by a pitch will. But 3 balls get you the T-ball stick, and I believe that is the 4th ball. So Zachary Baronet gets set. T-ball stick elevated. We'll see what happens here. I want to just yell at my cousin in right field, "Get ready, Cruz!" Oh, he heard me. No, really, we're only about 40, 50 feet. We're only about 40, 50 feet away from the outfielders. We got a very nice up close and personal view of the action here at Maddie's Park. And the pitch on the ground. That's force at second is completed by the second baseman, Zachary Robertson Ryan, and that will do it. So we have reached the end of the top of the second inning. 3-2, Mosquito Warhawks over Ste Martine. Bottom of the second coming up. You're watching Warhawks baseball here on Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to Maddie's Park. Bottom of the second inning. 3-2, Mosquito Warhawks yellow in front of Ste Martine. The Warhawks are 6-0 to start the season, while Ste Martine is 1-3. Here's a pitch, strike 1 to Lewis Robertson, the right-handed hitter. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back. 1-2 now to Lewis Robertson. And the injured second baseman that we had earlier, the injured shortstop, who was Zach Boussier back out there, so it's good to see him back on the field. As the pitch is low to Lewis Robertson, 2-2. 3-2 advantage Mosquito Warhawks. The Yellow Warhawks 6-0 this year. Ste Martine 1-3. And this Yellow Warhawks team supposed to play tomorrow in Mercy, but they will not because that game has been postponed until further notice. Full count pitch, and that is ball 4. So Robertson will get a free shot off of the T-ball stick. Well, hopefully the weather holds up. It's getting a little bit scary now, seeing that those clouds move in, and that's going to be a foul out, strikeout on Lewis Robertson. 1 out. And now coming up to bat is Retrodillo Stacy, number 13. 1 down, bottom of the second inning. It's 3-2 in favor of the Mosquito Warhawks yellow team over Ste Martine. On deck is Zachary Robertson Ryan, number 19. There's the windup and the pitch from Tremblay. Ball 1. The Warhawks coming into this game, as mentioned, 6-0. Second place in the league behind the Red Warhawks, who are 8-0. Top 3 teams, all Kahnawake Ono squads. The pitch, and that'll be a strike. 1-1. There's a pitch. In the dirt, 2-1. Trying to figure out if Tremblay gets credit for that strikeout because it was a foul tipped off the T-ball stick. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 3-1. You're watching Baby Blue Memories coverage of Mosquito baseball, Warhawks baseball. The 3-1 pitch, that'll be in the dirt, and I think it's time to bring out the T-ball stick for Retrodillo Stacy. Mosquito Warhawks, the Yellow Mosquito Warhawks 3, Ste Martine 2. 4 teams in this division from Kahnawake. The Purple Warhawks, the Red, the Yellow, and the Blue. And here is Retrodillo Stacy. I would love to do this just to pull a Happy Gilmore. Just run up to the ball and hit it. It's whacked to the pitcher, Tremblay. Tremblay throws the first, 2 down. So it's a 1-3 fourth and 2 down. And now coming up to bat is Zachary Robertson Ryan, trying to get the Yellow Warhawks bats going here. I have to keep repeating yellow because, as I mentioned earlier, there are 4 teams from Kahnawake, all named the Warhawks in this division. And we have the standings. The Red Warhawks 8-0, the Yellow 6-0, the Blue 5-2. The 4th place team is 1-5-1, that being the Purple Warhawks, and they are 1 point ahead of the Hornwa, who is bringing up the rear in the Surwa Mosquito division. Here's the pitch to Robertson Ryan. And we will have another one of these broadcasts for you. Coming out very shortly, this Yellow Mosquito Warhawks team as the ball goes in the dirt. I have to say, this is the first play-by-play I've ever done of a baseball game, and while the weather right now is cooperating, let's knock on wood and hope that stays like that. Here's the pitch. Fouled. 2 strikes now on Zachary Robertson Ryan, and that's what the Ste Martine head coach is telling his players. Get this out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Slide. It's the infield. It's caught. Nice grab made by Zach Boosie. I guess he's all right, eh? He couldn't find the ball, but he caught it. That is the third out of the inning. As the ball was hit towards the third base side, and Boosie had to come in, caught the ball running, underhanded, made the play. 1-2-3 go the Mosquito Warhawks in the second. Top third we go, 3-2 Kahnawake. You're watching Warhawks baseball here on Baby Blue Memories. So you're ready to roll. Top of the third inning here at Maddie's Park. Mosquito baseball action. The Yellow Mosquito squad up 3-2 over Ste Martine. New pitcher. They hired Narukwa Deer, number 21, and the first pitch is hit along the ground. The toss to first. In time, one down. So the force is a 1-3. First pitch, first out. That's a good ratio if you're a Warhawks fan. They hired Narukwa Deer on the mound now for the Mosquito Warhawks. Of course, the Yellow Mosquito Warhawks. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Audrey Telfe out there now. Audrey Telfe. There we go. Told you my French is getting somewhat better. Here's the pitch from Deer. Fouled away. Strike two. Here is the windup and the pitch from Kahnawake and Narukwa Deer. Outside, 1-2. So Ronan Daibo started the game on the mound, but Kahnawake and Narukwa Deer has come on in relief and strikes out. Telfier, 2 down. And I believe it is the bottom of the Ste Martine lineup now. So that means it is Kahnawake Boutier taking a strike, 0-1. So after this, the top of the lineup is due up for Ste Martine. Here's the pitch from Deer, up high, 1-1. As you can see, the clouds have thickened a little bit here at Maddie's Park. As long as the rain holds off for about an hour or so, I say we're good. Strike two on Boutier, not happy with himself for going at that one, but there's still a chance for him to try to get a hit off of Kahnawake and Narukwa Deer. Deer winds, set. Gets a signal from his catcher. The pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 down, top of the third. The Mosquito Yellow squad on top. Kahnawake's yellow team here in the Mosquito League up 3-2. The windup and the pitch. In the dirt, full count. So Deer rolled through the first 2 batters in 6 pitches, but now has doubled his pitch count through this one at-bat. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. He has thrown 6 pitches to his first 2 hitters. The pitch. Inside, and that will mean the T-ball stick will come out. And we've seen how this could really benefit teams. Well, we've seen some teams benefit from it, but other times when that T-ball stick was broken out, they have been ground outs and the such. Here's a shot to first. Scooped up by the first baseman, Marcus Daibo, and he takes it to first, 3 down. 1, 2, 3, go. The Ste Martine squad in the top of the third. Bottom third we go. Mosquito Yellow Warhawks 3, Ste Martine 2. We'll be back with Warhawks baseball here on Baby Blue Memories. Bottom of the third inning, 3-2 Warhawks leading the Yellow Warhawks. As Dehayenarakwa Deer steps into the batter's box for the Mosquitoes Warhawks. Speaking of mosquitoes, I just see one fly right by my face. You'll see that quite a bit outside in the summer. And a new pitcher out there now for Ste Martine, Gabriel Beauchemin, who has an inside the park home run. Interesting enough, he's the second player to pitch for Ste Martine today, and both the Ste Martine pitchers have the 2 runs. They've driven in the 2 runs inside the park homers. The windup and the 2-0 pitch to Dehayenarakwa Deer is in the dirt, 3-0. One more ball and then Kahnawake will get a free shot at the T-ball stick. Tell you, I'm a big fan of watching baseball here. I really like the atmosphere that we have out in Addy's Park. As much as the hospital is a hospital ball field, this is great. Look out. Dehayenarakwa Deer couldn't swing at that pitch if he wanted to. He would have had to have backed up. So now he'll get a free shot at the T-ball stick. I like this. They don't let the Mosquito players get a free shot and get a free pass for receiving 4 pitches. Dehayenarakwa winds up and hits this one deep at the center field. That's going to sail over the head of the Mercier Ste Martine player, who is Trophier, thrown into third, and Deer will stay at third base with a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the third. Oh, he hit that one far. And now Rain Goodleaf hoping to make it rain and give the Warhawks a 4-2 lead. Goodleaf, the right-handed hitter. Deer being given instructions by third base coach George Robertson, our sponsor of this game here on Baby Blue Memories. I'm having a ball doing this, actually. I really enjoy doing this. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. Runner on third, and on deck is Kahnawake, number 11, who's playing right field for the Warhawks. Only have 12 players and only 9 positions out there on the field, so you got to rotate your players throughout the game. The pitch, strike 1. See if the bottom half of this Warhawks lineup could add to the lead. A win here for the yellow team, and they would be 7-0. The Yellow Warhawks in pursuit of the Red Warhawks atop the division. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside. 3-1. The Warhawks are able to get another chance at that T-ball stick. I'm sure George Robertson will tell Dehayenarakwa, wait for the ball to drop and then run. Strike 2, 3-2. So the pressure's on for the pitcher, Gabriel Beauchemin. Beauchemin winds up, pitches it, driven to the right side, base hit. It gets past the first baseman, and Deer scores. It is 4-2 now for the Warhawks. So it's an RBI for Rain Goodleaf, and runner on first, no outs. And the bottom of the lineup now up with Kahnawake. The bottom half of the Warhawks lineup able to do what Ste Martine's was not the first go around, and that was get a run up there. Up next is the leadoff hitter we have here is Mosquito Diabus. Here's the pitch. Nearly grazed Kahnawake. And Diabus is on deck. He has an inside the park home run today. Ste Martine player, the center fielder, RG Senapier has changed gloves. 4-2 Mosquito Warhawks, the yellow team, trying to make it to 7-0. The wind up. The pitch. Inside. And hopefully the rain holds off here at Matty's Park. Know that the next 2 to 3 days are supposed to be filled with sprinkles and showers, but hopefully we don't encounter that problem today. As the T-ball stick has been broken out for Daibo. Ryan Goodleaf at first base, getting ready to move as soon as he sees the ball, and it's driven towards second base. Hit to the second baseman. They did not touch the bag, so the runner is on. And it's a single for Chana Daibo. And now Bocephus Diabus comes to the box with 2 on, no outs. His team up 4-2, and 2 runs would bring an end to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Remember, you can only get 3 runs per inning. Here's the pitch in the dirt, 1-0. But already, that was the 3rd time that the T-ball stick has been broken out. Here, Bosa, man, you just got to settle down here. Now we got a whistle. Timeout in the action. And I think we might have a pitching change coming up. No, we got a change in the outfield. So the book is out. And Zachary Baronet has come into left field. Here's a pitch in the dirt. Bocephus Diabus, the leadoff hitter, has a home run in this game, 1 for 1. 1 home run, 1 RBI, 1 run scored. Not a bad percentage. Certainly been efficient in this game. And he has 2 on here with no outs. The pitch, that'll be a strike. Good pitch from Gabriel Boscheman there, catching the lower outside corner. Right at the knees. Always difficult to try and stretch and flex and get that outside corner. Here's the pitch. A little inside on Diabus. 4-2 Mosquito Warhawks leading. The yellow Mosquito Warhawks over Ste Martine here in Warhawks baseball. Our first season of bringing you coverage here on Baby Blue Memories. Here's the pitch. That'll be low, and time to break out the T-ball stick for a 4th straight time to start off this bottom half of the 3rd inning. George Robertson giving directions to Rain Goodleaf, who's on second base. Chana Daibo on first. Let's see if Diabus could take advantage of this. We see that the outfield is playing a little bit deeper than they have been playing throughout this game. And why not? Bocephus already 1 for 1 with a home run in this game. Of course, his coming of the inside the park variety. Bocephus winds up at the T-ball and drills this one. That's going to drop into center field. Base hit. On the way is Goodleaf. She will score. The ball's outside the gate, and now it's brought in. I think that should be a ground rule double. It doesn't matter anyway because 2 runs scored. I think that's 3. Okay, so that's 3 runs. That's 3 runs. All right. So that'll be a ground rule double for Bocephus Diaboost, scoring 2 runs. So that means it is 6-2 now for the Yellow Mosquito Warhawks, leading Ste Martine. We are heading into the top of the 4th. We'll be right back. You're watching Warhawks baseball on Baby Blue Memories. Top of the 4th inning. Here on Baby Blue Memories, Warhawks baseball, brought to you by George Robertson. Yeah, I'll go for the sponsorship, George, as we have a strike thrown by Ste Martine batter. Ocean Barbos, he grounded out in her first appearance. The Yellow Mosquito Warhawks in front of Ste Martine, 6-2. Now we have another delay as the catcher for the Warhawks is a little wobbly heading back to the bench. I hear some chatter amongst the Warhawks players, and they're saying, darn, that was a quick pitch. I believe that's Chi Daibo, the catcher. I think they might just either be putting a new catcher in there. Maybe it's an equipment issue. I think it's actually an injury. Yeah, it's an injury. Well, Deer had some heat on that pitch. In case you're just joining us, it's the top of the 4th inning. The Yellow Mosquito Warhawks are in front of Ste Martine by a score of 6-2. You know, after a few years of inactivity of minor baseball here in Kahnawake, it's excellent to see the recovery that has been made. Of course, we had one team win it all last year in the Mosquito division, the red team. They're the defending champs, actually, and they're 8-0 this year. Then we had another team in Pee-wee make it all the way into the semifinals. And of course, we even had a team playing at the A-level win a game in their first year of competition at the A-level. This year, some of those players are playing A-ball again, this time at the Pee-wee level. And the Warhawks at that level have already won 2 of their first 4 games. I know we got a lot of players out here that have been excellent baseball players over the years. Terry Stacy, a great president, had to deal with now 2 controversial issues over the course of his 5 years as president of Kahnawake Warhawks baseball. Dealt with one racist issue accordingly, and hopefully this second allegation, this time against Mercier, is dealt with accordingly by the league as well. As Deer throws the pitch, 0-1, it's in the dirt, 1-1 now the count to Ste Martine's Barbo. He grounded out in the top of the 1st. Now our team trying to come back down by 4 runs. The pitch, strike 2. Well, Deer has come in and has just thrown heat. Fireballs coming out of that baseball by the time it reaches home plate. So 1-2, up high. A little bit too much fire behind that one. As the injured Kahnawake Warhawk is walking around right now. It's actually Zachary Robertson Ryan, I believe. Number 19. We have a full count to Barbo. Deer sets, winds up, and pitches. I was hoping that they would get the outside corner there, not to be called. So now Barbo will get a chance on the old T-ball stick. That's how Ste Martine scored one of their 2 runs earlier in this game. That was all the way back in the 1st inning. Ste Martine scored the first 2 runs. Since then, the Yellow Mosquito Warhawks, 6 runs in a row. And this one will land over the head of the first baseman and into left field. It's a single to start off. A leadoff single for Barbeau, Ocean Barbeau, reaches first base. And now Gabriel Beauchemin, who had an inside the park home run, steps up to bat. Again, Ste Martine can only score 3 runs in this inning. Here's the pitch from Deer. Up high, ball 1. Again, the positions have to adjust all the time. So now, instead, what we see, Louis Bova's at second, Cruz Robertson at third, Rodrigo Stacy over at short, and first base now being manned by Chana Daibo as the pitch is in there. 1-1. Outfielders. In right field, we have Marcus Daibo. Remember, he played first base earlier. Josephus Diabus has gone to center. And Rain Goodleaf in left field as we have a pitch in the dirt, 2-1. And again, at this level, you have basically 3 players that are sitting out on defense per each inning. You have to rotate your positions accordingly if you're the coach of this team. As the pitch is lined up, and that'll get into center field. They throw it towards second base. Oh, we're going to have a rundown here, maybe. The pitch. Barbeau is tagged out. And we have 1 down. However, Beauchemin makes it all the way to third. But Barbeau tagged out at home plate. So 1 out, runner on third. And now the batter is Benjamin Bove, who struck out in the top of the first. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. You have to wonder, after the starter in this game, Rona Daibo got 2 innings, you have to wonder if Dehayo Naruko, if Deer will get 2 innings. The windup and the pitch from Deer is up high, 2-0 now. Ste Martine has a runner on third base with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that's inside, 3-0. So 1 more ball, and then they will have the batter, Bove, hit off the T-ball stick. The windup, and the 3-0. And that's up high, ball 4, so that means it's time to break out the T-ball stick once again. And now with a runner on third, it's important for Bove to keep the ball on the ground here, because if it pops up, it could be very complicated for Beauchemin. And Barbeau made it to third. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's going to get through there. It's a base hit. It's an RBI single for Benjamin Bova. And that'll make it 6-3. Third run for Ste Martine. It's 6-3. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. The Mosquito Warhawks holding a 3-run lead. Ste Martine can only score 2 more runs in this inning because it's a maximum 3 runs per inning rule. Here's the pitch in the dirt. The windup and the pitch is in the dirt. Mosquito Warhawks taking on the Yellow Warhawks. Keep forgetting to mention, but there are 4 teams from Kahnawake in this division. There's a pitch up high, and that'll mean we got the T-ball stick coming out. I'm pretty sure Dehayo Naruko Deer is going to be pitching his last inning of this game. The next game for the Yellow Warhawks is against the Red Warhawks at the Hospital Ball Field on Monday at 6:30. A game that we should be able to do for you here on Baby Blue Memories. The top 2 teams in the league. And now here's the pitch, swung on and driven into left field. That'll drop between left and center. And Ste Martine trying to get around to third base. Bova will not score. They throw it to second. And now the player, Bova, comes in to score. Good base running. And Vorsier with a double. That's his second RBI of the game. 6-4. And Dehayan Rakwa Deer, you can tell his arm's getting a little bit tired out there. He's pitched an excellent game, but not able to find the plate recently, and the T-ball stick has come to good use for Ste Martine here in the top half of the fourth inning. Dehayan Rakwa's had a great game, especially from the mound, but also had that triple and scored the run in that last inning, which gave the Warhawks the then 2-run lead. It's 6-4 right now. That's where we stand here in the top of the fourth as another pitch is in the dirt. Andy Bordeaux alongside cameraman Emmett Hamlin. Maddie's Park, the scene. We're about a good 600 yards away from the Mercier Bridge. Well, at least the train bridge anyway. We're actually filming the game in right field. And our next game that we will bring to you is a showdown between the 6-0 Yellow Warhawks and the 8-0 Red Warhawks in Mosquito action. The ball grounded to the pitcher, Deer. He flips it to first. That is the first out of the inning. Or second out, sorry. As Tremblay grounds into the fourth. That is the third out, I suppose. Unless they scored a run right there. Anyway, that'll do it. End of the top of the fourth inning. Our score, Mosquito Warhawks, Yellow Squad 6, Ste Martine 4. We'll be back at the bottom of the fourth. So that's it. The umpire has called the game through the darkness. The Yellow Warhawks improved to 7-0 with a 6-4 win over Ste Martine. The Warhawks getting set now to play their arch rivals from across the town, the Red Warhawks, next Monday at the Hospital Ball Field, 6:30 p.m. Yeah, we'll go for joining us here on Baby Blue Memories. For cameraman Emmett Hamlin, our score, Kahnawake 6, Ste Martine 4. Josephus Diabus, you gotta give it to him. Josephus Diabus, 2 for 2, 3 runs driven in today. The beast of the game. Mosquito Warhawks, Yellow Warhawks, that is, 7-0, and still unbeaten, trying to track down the Red Warhawks. And Danielle will go once again to all of you for joining us, and a big special thanks to our sponsor, George Robertson, able to allow us to bring you our first ever coverage of Warhawks baseball here on Baby Blue Memories. That'll do it from Maddie's Park. For